there, Frank. Go ahead, Frank.
Oh, well. That's our good deed for the day, eh?
That ass.
Coiled spring, eh? More like a limb lassie fan.
Hey, Vic, has Marty said anything to you lately?
What about?
Well, nothing really. It's just that we were talking about the wedding and that the other day, and she seemed a bit...
You know women.
Yeah, Marcy's not like other women, is she?
Look, all women are like other women. Listen, I want to catch John. Tell you what, go over to ours and put the kettle on, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, Sinbad. Marcia thinks they're worthy, you know.
She said it lately, has she?
Well, she doesn't have to. And hey, our Ellis is well out the frame if that's what you're worried about. It's you she's marrying.
Just wish she'd say when.
John? Oh, hello, mate. Just doing a bit of tidying up. Very nice, but they get a bit leggy.
Yeah, Barbara's in, is she?
Rarely comes home at lunchtime. Anything I can do?
We can tell her I'd like a word. Or just tell her I'd like to know what's going on. I mean, really going on.
And what about?
What about Manor Park Primary? You know they said it wasn't worth rebuilding after the fire and that. Well, it seems that was just an excuse, and it was down for closure anyway.
Look, Mick, don't think I'm being funny or anything. It's just that generally I don't like to get involved. School's are Barbara's department. You know how it is.
Well, that's just it. None of us parents do know how it is. I mean, it's like the education have just been pulling the wool. Look, I'm sorry to go on, mate, but we just want what's best for our kids, that's all.
Oh, of course you do. It's just that if it's backroom politics, I doubt if Barbara will know any more than you do.
Just in case, I'll try and catch her later. Yeah.
Opening Friday, love. If you wait a while, you know, get here early. Avoid the mob and all that. Hey, friend!
Any news about Terry? I mean, I've heard they're near to charging him. Funny though, isn't it? I mean, you'd have thought they would have had to have found Barry's body, you know, before they could do anything like that. Oh, sorry, Kate.
It's okay. All I know is that the police are still holding Terry for questioning and, well, you know, I've got to go and find Matty, so...
Oh, yeah? There's your man.
Oh, Tom.
So where is Terry, anyway?
I think he's still in the police station. Have you been to the police? I've been ringing the flat all morning.
Not yet.
Oh.
I want you to give me that letter that Curtis wrote saying he didn't do it. It'll help the police believe who killed Sue.
Look, we don't want to talk about this out here.
It doesn't matter where we talk about it. I have to tell him it was Barry.
Oh, about the other night. Now, be honest, if I'd have told you Margaret was coming with me to the meeting, you'd never have gone, would you?
Oh, well, thanks. Instead, I got to live through 9 different sorts of embarrassment in under 2 hours. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Embarrassed about what? I mean, who took the slightest notice of me and Margaret?
No, well, you wouldn't see, would you? Just that glued together.
Listen, Terry. Just before your solicitor pays us a visit, this is just between you and I, right? We don't need a body. But you'd save an awful lot of poll taxpayers' money and a lot of police legwork if you just tell us where the body is. He had family, you know. They'll want to bury him. Think about it.
And I think you do know people are talking, and that's half the attraction.
Well, what is?
Well, like when people have love affairs, like my friend Maria that time. Half the excitement there was because she knew she was in the wrong.
That isn't it with me and Margaret? The only thing that will prove to you that I've done the right thing this time.
I guarantee I'll ever see it as that.
I mean, the right thing for me. That's what matters to you, isn't it? Wasn't it being a scandal?
Of course it is. Come to the shop.
No. Look, I just wanted to square things with you about the other night, that's all.
And now you're going to see Margaret.
Look, we just sit together and talk, that's all. Be together. Nothing to start the tongues wagging.
That's something, I suppose. Are you going to nip back later and have a cup of tea?
Well, we did planned to spend the day together. Wouldn't say no to some supper, though, if you were offering.
I've eaten a ham. I wasn't expecting you. There's some cheese.
I've eaten. I just didn't want to spend the rest of the lunch hour listening to the new head of music going on about lack of facilities, as if he was the only one.
No school politics, please. I've had my quota for today. Mick Johnson came looking for you. Suppose he's bound to be more conscientious about his kids than most. Being a single parent, I mean.
Well, he certainly said enough for two at the meeting the other night.
Well, he seems to have worked out a nice little conspiracy theory for himself. Something about plans to close the school even before the fire. I told him you wouldn't have known anything about that. You didn't know anything about it, did you?
It had been decided before I took the job. The authority was looking for cuts, and Manor Park involved the fewest children, and supposedly less in the way of objections. For once, the Vandals did the authority a favour. I just inherited it as a piece of forward planning.
Well, I wouldn't let Mick know about that if I were you. He smells a con.
I meant to say don't flush it, it's just about off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll find that photograph I was telling you about.
Oh, can't wait. Did the teacher really make you dress up as a litter bug?
It wasn't funny. I cried for days. I wanted to be the tidy fairy.
I can just see you as a reluctant litter bug.
Oh, my God, I'd forgotten now.
There are no boyfriends, is it? Let's have a look.
No way. Anyway, it wasn't my boyfriend. It was just this lad that followed me around all day on a school trip to Swallow Falls. Does he look like someone I'd go out with?
Looks like something shoving on a lead. I'd have followed you around Swallow Falls. So, what's on the cards for this afternoon, then?
Well, we've got the place to ourselves. Well, we can think about the garden, set the paddling pool up for Thomas when he's had his nap.
Sounds good to me.
Just unsettling.
Margaret. I love you.
Might be able to manage special discounts for fellow traders, know what I mean?
You mean you're moving in here? Oh, something was going on. Did you sort the rent out with Barry before he went missing?
Hey, listen, tell your Ronnie there's no need to worry. I won't be competing with him in the aisle comestibles, know what I mean? Food, I won't be selling any.
These are
Hey. No labels, no pack drill. All first class second, please, kid. To you, a bargain. Hey, Sin! Wanna get your Marcia down here, kid? Just a job for the bottom drawer, these.
Oh, yeah, white lace and knock-off. Great way to start married life, innit?
Hey, there won't be nothing in my shop that's not on the level, okay?
You pair of these away for us, will you?
Duly reserved, Mrs. D, nice one.
So, when is the big day for you and Mark?
Well, we haven't set the exact date yet, but we want to get it right now when we do it. Margaret!
Just come in!
Ah, you're up there. I was just on my way through to Chilwell, so I just thought I'd nip home and make myself some lunch.
So far, the police haven't found Barry's body. As far as they know, Terry had no motive.
But Terry'd get off light, wouldn't he, if the police knew why he'd done it? That it was revenge for Barry killing his wife and kid.
But we can't bank on that. That's why if you go waving Graham's letter at the police and telling them it was Barry all along, you've as good as proved Terry's guilty.
Yeah. I suppose you're right.
I know I am. It's best if we tell the police nothing. Hey, if this is all there is, I'll have to go and get some.
No, you're all right. I'll nip down to the shops.
It is for the best, you know, not telling the police what we know.
Yeah. I could see if they've got any sandwiches if you're hungry.
Okay.
Listen, Max, I don't want you to think that... Look, I don't want you to blame Mark.
I'm not looking to blame anyone. I'm not exactly qualified to hand out moral judgments, am I?
I'll ring it you, Dick, so.
You sure you want me to do?
It's best if you do. Call me tomorrow. You're really mad at me, aren't you?
I'm not sure what I feel. Well, quite frankly, I feel a bit of a fool. I know that Patricia and I have supported your relationship with Derek, and neither of us assumed that you were using the place to... And when you're supposed to be looking after Thomas...
Well, he always has a nap. And it was... would have been the first time.
Like I said, I have no room to moralise, and I'm not saying that it's wrong for you and Derek to... It's just that here isn't the place, especially with Thomas around.
I know, I'm sorry. We didn't mean it to happen. It's just we're not often left on our own, and Thomas was asleep. Would you believe me if I said it won't happen again?
Well, I'd be much happier if it didn't. And I mean that.
I'll go and wake Thomas up or else he won't sleep tonight. Oh, there you go. Can't keep looking myself sometimes. So's the baby gaining weight. That usually means a good sign of picking up.
Not up until yesterday. Lying there like a little skinned rabbit. Might be better news when I go in tonight. I'll have a box of them, try and cheer our Sammy up a bit.
These?
Yeah.
These are on the house.
Oh, Mark couldn't.
Has Matty been in? Matty, you know, he's been staying up at Terry's. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Saw Terry's dad the other day. He looked like he didn't know what had hit him.
It's not surprising. Your son held for murder. I don't know. You think you know all there is to know about your kids.
Let me pay for these.
Look, that's a small present for Sammy. Tell her Ron and I'm thinking about her.
Oh, cheers, Dee.
Bye now.
See you.
Thought you were busy today.
Oh, now, mate, you can show me the ropes.
What ropes?
Didn't Ron tell you? I'm going to be working here in the shop. He's going to be short-staffed next week, you know, what with Jackie Corkill having the holidays.
Derek, you can't work in this shop. It's not... You were a priest.
An ex-priest. Ron needed the help, I needed a job. It's only temporary. Anyway, you've been moaning about working here, so this'll get you off the hook.
Derek, you can't be a priest 1 minute and a shop assistant another.
I can, and I intend to. Anyway, we'll save you working here. So what's your problem?
Thanks. I trailed it all in from the garden. Barbara's best carpet.
I thought you'd be home by now.
Sometimes they have meetings after school. Can get quite late, you know.
Well, I'll hang on for a minute or two.
Look, if it's about what we were talking about earlier, I doubt she'll be able to help.
Hello? Hello? Looking for me?
Well, I'm looking for some answers, yeah.
I'm beginning to feel old, Terry. Do you know that? Hey, this whole thing is beginning to make me feel old and tired. What is it? Every time I talk to someone, I say Barry Grant, Terry Sutherland, they were like that. Blood brothers. And there you are with Grant's blood all over your hands. I mean, what is it? What would make someone kill their best friend and not even bother to tell us where the body is? Look, you haven't had a lot of luck, have you, Tel? A wife that cheats on you. Then she gets herself involved with another man who ends up killing her. It's hard to live with memories like that, isn't it? And then if you find out that she's been messing around with your best friend as well. Is that what happened, Terry? Is it? Because if it isn't, tell us, Terry. Look, help yourself by helping us. Tell us why. Tell us where the body is. Then I can tell them that you cooperated and things will go easier for you. Real prison isn't like this, you know. You don't even get to keep your nightmares to yourself there. Don't you see all that you're doing is prolonging your time there? Don't you understand?
It's you. You're the one who doesn't understand.
Tell us, Terry. Tell us.
Doesn't matter.
Well, it might matter. It might matter what happens to you.
What else can happen to me?
Are you bad, you say?
You go in there and you'll help him put Terry away for good. The least that you can do is listen for 2 more minutes. Look, what good do you think this will do?
I know it's right, that's all.
Right? Right for who? Are you just too stupid to see that Terry's better off if the police don't know anything?
Hey.
Oh, that's right. Go on, like father, like son, eh? Barry hurt people, and now he's dead. You want to help him go on hurting Terry?
I don't want to hurt Terry, I just want to tell the truth.
Oh, great. Go on then, purge yourself. Go and make yourself feel better by telling them that your son pushed Terry's wife and kid off the scaffolding. See how much good that does Terry. Sue and Danny are dead because of Barry. Graham died in prison because of him. Now Barry's gone. There's nobody left to rescue but Terry. Or do you want to see Terry punished? Is that it?
No. Terry's been hurt enough, I know that. And what he did to Barry. Some sort of justice, I suppose.
Look, I can't stop you going to the police if you're really set on it. All I can do is beg of you for Terry's sake. If you help the police make a case against Terry, Barry gets to do even more damage than he already has. You can't want to help Barry inflict any more misery. Not if he was your son. Especially not if you loved him. Well then. We don't even have to lie, we just say nothing. Stay out the police's way. Come on. Let's go and have that cup of tea.
But if you can't tell me anything, then who can?
I mean, how come if there were plans to shut the school before the fire, the parents didn't get to hear about it?
Shall I put the oven on or what?
Oh, no, it's all right. I'll come and see to it. Look, you have to understand, if plans had already been made to close Manor Park, that's an authority decision. You really should be taking the matter up with them.
I think what she's trying to say is that she's not the person to help.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Hey!
Look, you obviously don't understand the way these things work.
Oh, I know exactly how it works. Some suits get together in some office somewhere, and they decide what my kids can and can't have. And you go along with this penny pinching in case they decide you'll be the next cut they make.
Hey, no, hold on a minute.
It won't help to lower ourselves to this level of debate.
Debate? What debate's that then? The one behind the parents' back, behind closed doors? Just how long ago was that?
You're sailing very close to the wind, my friend, walking into my house and talking to my wife like that.
Look, do you really think any teacher wants to see schools closed?
So why didn't you speak out against it then? You know, I didn't hear you cribbing at the meeting the other night when they handed you your new car park.
All right, that's it.
Oh, forget it. It's a waste of time anyway. But you just answer me this then. When exactly did they decide to close Manor Park?
Oh, come on out.
No, John, hold on a minute. How about you answering me a question, Mr. Johnson? If the authority had made that decision, how could you know about it?
Let's just say I was told by somebody in the know. All right?
It would have to be. And if that were true, no, it certainly wouldn't be all right. Anyone involved with the authority who passed on that kind of information would be in serious trouble. If anyone did. And of course no one's going to believe that they'd already made plans to close Manor Park. Unless you can name your source.
Yeah. Well, we'll see about that.